Oh, all right. So we got a pretty big merch haul today. This consists of January, February, and March's orders. So don't go thinking I bought this all at once. This has 3 months worth of merch. Also, I hope this doesn't seem too insensitive to upload right now because it's showcasing me just unboxing a whole bunch of stuff. And I know a majority of my audience lives in America, and y'all are getting taxed up the ass due to a certain orange man. So at the moment, I believe China has a 245% tariff on them, which is ridiculous. I believe everywhere else right now is actually at 10% because Trump has graciously paused everything else. So Japan, which was at 24%, I believe, is now down to 10%. The US also has a thing called the De Minimis Act, which applies to insignificant things that you buy from other countries, like toys, for example. If it's under $800, you don't get taxed on that. I believe that's being removed for China on May 2nd, and I believe that's still in place for Japan. So a lot of you Americans are probably thinking, well, we're still good then, right? Because we buy figures from Japan and not China. But this is where things get a little bit tricky. Follow me. Now, we're going to use these two Nendroids as an example here. So, like many other things, Japanese anime figures, for the most part, are actually manufactured in China. So, take these two Nendroids, for example. We have Hoshiguma from Arknights and Kurisu from Steins Gate. And on the back of these boxes, you actually have the location of where it was made from. So, on the back of Kurisu, you have made in China. However, what's really funny is on Hoshiguma, we have made in Japan. I find that hilarious because Hoshiguma is from Arknights, which is a Chinese-based game. And on the branding for this box, it also has Good Smile Arts Shanghai, which is Good Smile's Chinese branch. But this is actually made in Japan. And Kurisu, who is based off of a Japanese IP and has regular Good Smile branding, is made in China. Now, I actually bought both of these figures off of AmiAmi, and I believe AmiAmi, for the most part, labels all of their packages country of origin is from Japan, not China. However, let's say, for example, the US Customs officer that is checking your package that day decides to be super diligent with their job, right? And they decide to inspect your package, open it up, and look at your items. And upon finding out that your item actually says made in China on the back, who's to say that you won't be hit with the 245% tariffs on your package, right? So it is a pretty slippery slope right now. So American figure collectors, it ain't looking too good. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you guys are actually considering quitting the hobby, which is quite sad, or just slowing down. I feel so bad for resin figure collectors. Like, you guys are already buried 6 feet under the ground. I'm sorry, it's over for you. I'll be sure to attend your funeral. For once, the US is actually getting screwed over when it comes to figure collecting compared to a lot of other places. Because like, I've been having to pay for customs for every single package, regardless if it was over $800 or under $800. Now the US is in the same boat, but they're paying like 200% more taxes. AmiAmi has really got to stop putting the postcard dead center in the middle of the box because I end up slicing it with my box cutter. I think I've gotten this one before. Okay, so we have St. Louis from Alter, I believe. We'll open up this one next. Okay, so we got another AmiAmi card. Very cute illustration for this one. Not bad at all. Fumos from Azur Lane. Oh, and then I got a Bochi the Rock shirt. I'll show you guys that stuff in a minute. I just want to get this out of the boxes first. Next, I think this has Shinano in it. Yeah, I cut it right down the center again. We get another AmiAmi card. This thing looks amazing. So I'm glad that GSC actually used their hardcover cardboard. All right, this is more heavy. We'll start with this one first. Same AmiAmi card. Oh, I forgot I got this one. Take a look at that, man. Okay. All right, so from Starwell, we have Fu Xuan. I completely forgot about her. I thought she came out in the summer, but she's already out. So, oh my goodness. Last up. Oh, here we go. What is this? So we have, oh, this is very weird. Arcroyd Boon Stud, dress code clad in Glaciers version. Then we have Arknights, Silverlight Eterna, aka Teresa, by Mythos. Another St. Louis figure. Oh, I love the size of this box. Very small. But, oh my god, this is quite heavy. Oh, keychain. Always gotta make sure I don't leave anything inside the box, because I've done that more than once. I've lost some very nice little trinkets. All right, let's get these back on the table. I'm just adding this in the middle here just to add some clarification on the whole tariff thing. So China has a 245% tariff on select things, and I believe for figures in particular and just general goods, it's 145% tariff still. Also, some more bad news. The GSC US store, they recently put up some new pre-order items and the tariffs are baked into the price. As you can see, the Miku Nendroid is already $150. The pop-up rates for Bell and Weiss from ZZZ are $136. And Karin from Max Factory, oh my god, over $300. That is ridiculous. That makes sense for GSC's US store because that doesn't ship outside of the US. So obviously they're just going to change the prices on the website to account for the tariffs. Other sites like Tokyo Otaku Mode or GSC Global, for example, they ship out to more places than just the US, so they're not going to change the prices based off of the website just for one country. They're going to let US Customs handle the tariffs for them. The country of origin for the product is what matters the most. Anime figures, 90% of them are pretty much all manufactured in China. So when you're buying from websites like Hobbylink Japan or AmiAmi, when they're shipping it out, they list the country of origin as Japan. Although that is actually incorrect and they shouldn't actually be doing that, but they do it anyways. If AmiAmi or any other Japanese retailer gets in trouble for that, I can see them actually backtracking and renaming all of their country of origins to China, because take GSC Global, for example, the global site, not the US site. They actually label their country of origin correctly. So when you're buying a figure off of GSC Global, if the figure is manufactured in China, they will correctly say country of origin from China. If it's manufactured from Japan, it'll say country of origin from Japan. Just keep that in mind. All right, so as you can tell, we do have a lot of plushies for this haul video. So we got 3 Azure Lane Fumos of Taiho, Azuma, and a gear. I'm not getting every single Azure Lane Fumo, just the characters that I really like. So obviously I don't have like the rest that's sold in this particular batch. Very nice. All right, next set of Fumos. So we have the Bochi the Rock Fumos. I got all 4. I'm very happy with this purchase. Oh my god, they're so cute. I remember seeing them at AX last year at the AmiAmi booth, and I knew I just had to pre-order all of them. So glad I finally got these on my hands. All right, these next 3 aren't really Fumos. They're actually, I believe, Choco plushies. I think that's what they're called. Chocoto Purito. So of course, I got 2 FGO ones. We have Castoria and Morgan. These are adorable. They had an Oberon as well, but I didn't really care too much for Oberon, so obviously I'm not going to buy him. And then we have Saori from Blue Archive, of course. Very cute. Her mask even actually comes off, and she's blushing. Adorable. Next up, before we get into the figures, we have 2 pieces of clothing. Let's get into this one first, because I'm not even sure if this is going to fit me. It seems a lot bigger than I expected. But then again, I didn't actually get to choose a size for this. I was kind of gambling whether or not it was going to fit. So this is Kazusa's hoodie from Blue Archive. As you can see, you have the little cat ears on the hoodie. It's probably not the best idea to wear this over my cardigan. Yeah, it fits pretty well, actually. And I do like the color. Nice. All right, this next item. 100% one of the best purchases I've made in a long time. Get ready for the grand reveal. This is going to be my new favorite shirt to wear. I do like the shirt. However, this is like printed on and it's not part of the fabric. So I could easily see this like coming off over time, which is a little bit sad. Now let's get into the figures. First one up, Arcroyd. Now the one thing I do want to note is that the box actually has sort of like a dusty finish. I don't know how you want to call it. When you like feel the box, it kind of feels like you're just touching a bunch of dust. I do like the box design, very nice and blue. Nice silhouette on the side, nice images, and then on the bottom, of course, you have the moon, Tsukihime. 6 pieces of tape. Nothing else in the box. No instructions. which makes sense. This thing's way too simple to even afford instructions. Is this my first Arcuate figure? I think it is, actually. If I don't count my little Nendroid Petites, then yeah, this would be my first Arcuate figure. I'm a terrible fan. But then again, before the remake for the visual novel came out, she kind of had like no really modern looking figures. So, all right, let's take a look at the base. Holy crap, this tape is stuck on so tight, I'm ripping the plastic. Did they really have to include the made in China part? Are you serious? Like, man, come on, man. Very nice shade of blue, opaque, transparent look, kind of. Let's get Arcuate herself. This heavily reminds me of, oh, the plastic just came off itself. This heavily reminds me of Saber's dress figure from, I believe Alter made that one. This one's very simple. I like the pose. Facial expression's very good. I love the hair. Very nice paint job. The dress has a fair amount of detail on the front and, you know, nice folds on the sides. Very glossy finish. Don't exactly remember how much I bought that one for, but I don't think it was that bad. Next one up, we'll open is Silverlight Eterna from Arknights. I'm super excited for this. She is a lot taller than I thought she was going to be. I mean, she was 1/7, so I knew she was going to be a decent size, but she definitely looks more or less on the 1/6 scale, if I'm going to be honest. Speaking of Silverlight Eterna, chapter 14 was great. That was a good story chapter. Combine that with actually the release of like 2 of the best units in the game. Fantastic. Right now, we're having the Siege Altar event, and it was really good. I kid you not, it was the easiest pot 6 of my life. She just kept coming home. I got no complaints. Oh, I didn't notice, but they literally taped the keychain right on the front of the box. Clear plastic design. Mythos typically likes using that. You got a silhouette on the side. You got the crown right on the front. All right, no instructions for this one either. Not that I was expecting any, because it is also a very simple figure. Okay, cool. Oh, so is she already on the base? Oh yeah, she comes attached already. Some people don't like it when it comes pre-attached already. Some people do. I don't really mind. Oh yeah, she looks awesome. I love her hair. Very fantastic paint job. Love the gradient. The details on her outfit itself with the originium shards, the rings on her fingers, her boots, which I never noticed, but damn, they look really nice. I really like the base as well. She'll be going right next to my Mia and my Kaltzit. I wonder if they're ever going to make a figure of the Doctor. Hey, yo, Mythos, if you want to make a simple figure of the Doctor and the sprite, I'd definitely buy it. Last up we have is Fu Xuan from Honkai Star Rail. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing her name right. Forgive me if I'm not. This is actually quite fitting because she was actually my first 5-star in the game. And now she's my first actual official figure, if you don't want to count the Kafka resin, which by the way, if you haven't checked out the Kafka figure video, you should probably check that out. So Apex included a little Shikishi board, which is very nice. On the top here, you have obviously Fu Xuan, 1/7 scale painted figure, and you've even got like the little constellations, you know, because she reads the stars. Beautiful images of the figure itself on both of the sides. Of course, you get more on the back. Very simple box design, love the purple. Apex has been really killing it with the figures lately. They've recently announced a couple more Genshin figures, I believe. I think it was of Shenhe, if that's how you say her name. She's definitely a popular character, so I'm glad they're actually starting to produce more figures for the series. We also do get instructions. I'm gonna take a look at this first. Do I actually have to do anything? Why did I bother? It's literally just saying put her on the base, that's it. The base just fell out. And the tape is locked onto the plastic again. Oh, very interesting base. It's like a bunch of squares put together. It's also got 2 Chinese characters, which I don't know what it says because, you know, I don't know Chinese, but, and it also has the constellations on the bottom again. Let's get the plastic off. Oh my God, there's a lot of shading on her hair here. Let's just put her on the base real quick. All right, so Fu Xuan, Apex, you did a amazing job here. First, the paint job, her hair looks fantastic. Great job on the skin tones. The outfit looks great. Her face is literally perfect. Her fingers, her legs, sculpted wonderfully. The figure itself is of course based off of the splash art, and they've done a perfect 1-to-1 capture of it, in my opinion. It looks stellar. I love all the little details on the outfit. You know, with the pink frills, the designs, the little constellations. You know, her hair sculpt is wonderful, especially in the back. Fu Xuan fans, you guys are eating good with this one. I think my only complaint for this particular figure is that she is a little bit wobbly. I think it's mainly because this back foot doesn't feel like it goes in all the way. And even if it does still kind of feel a little bit flimsy. All right, so that's pretty much it for me. The Azurlane figures are going to be unboxed in their own video. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that before the room tour or after the room tour. Let me know down below which one you want to see first. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.